Hey guys, Brian delivers you the goods here. I'm returning to you for the video you've been waiting for. And this is for I believe the sixth marathon album review I'm doing for Foo Fighters discography. Let me see. Give me a moment. Yeah, sixth studio album. That I'm going to be reviewing for Echoes, Silence, Patience, and Grace by the Foo Fighters that I'll be reviewing. So I'm going to discuss what I listened to for this album and let you know my thoughts on it. So let's dive into this review. I gotta say, this was a really good album. I think the first half is pretty good, but when you get to like the second half, it starts getting good, and then there's some songs that kind of tone down a bit more, where I was like, I don't know how I feel about it, but a pretty good effort for Foo Fighters. I really like this album. And sorry, it's raining where I'm at right now. Um, Dave Grohl's sing screams are actually really good. The Pretender is one of my all-time favorite songs. Let It Die is great. Uh, I just like the soft vocal, clean vocals from Dave in the beginning of the song, and then it builds up and builds up and builds up to something fantastic closer to the end of the song, which the drums start crashing like crazy at the bridge part, and the "Did you ever think of me? You're so considerate" part. It's so great. I really love that. Erase Replace was another good song that I enjoyed. Long Road to Ruin is a really good song too. I really like that. I gave those four tracks a 5 out of 5. But yeah, Come Alive is another good song that I personally enjoyed. Um, it takes a little bit to build up to the real good parts in the song, where the song gets a little bit heavier, and Stranger Things Have Happened kind of dies down a little. It tones the record down just a bit, and it's nice. It's just uh I don't know how I feel about the song. I gave it a solid 4.5 out of 5. The song, it's not a bad one. It's just not my favorite song. Then we get back to the regular rock, enjoyable songs that Foo Fighters is known best for, which is Cheer Up Boys, Your Makeup is Running. And this one was kind of a banger. Uh, it felt like Dave Grohl wasn't using too much potential with his voice, but the guitar work was great. So was the drum work, and I really did enjoy listening to that song. Summer's End. It felt good listening to that. Not felt good. Sounds a little weird the way I said it. I'm really sorry about that. Um, it was good listening to that song. But there were some parts in the song that I don't know if I like how Dave Grohl is singing some parts in the song, because it executed very well. It's just, I don't know. There were some moments in the track that kind of made me cringe a bit, but still good effort. Ballad of the Beaconsfield Miners is the next song, and boy, it's got a really good acoustic guitar riff. I really like that about the song, and it's an enjoyable track. Uh, it's only an instrumental, so yeah, it's probably one of the last songs that's good. Then you get to Statues, and I didn't do it for me. It wasn't the song for me. It was okay. It was just not perfect. I gave that another 4.5 out of 5. It's one of my least favorites. Track number 10, Statues. But honestly, was going smooth for the beginning. It was a little mellow, which I was like, build up to something. And it eventually did. And I'm like, yes, finally it built up to something. Something really good. And Home was one of the most mellow songs on the album, because it has piano work in it. But it's really nice, and I think it ends the album pretty good. But overall, I think Foo Fighters' Echo, Silence, Patience, and Grace album was really good. I really liked it. Kind of different from what they're known for with their heavy stuff, which I commend them for at least putting a lot of effort into writing this album and producing it. And Dave Grohl's vocal performance, he uses more screams in the beginning of this album more than towards the end. Somewhat towards the end, he gets a few screams in, but not as much as the beginning of the album. I think the beginning of the album really brought a lot of enjoyment out of me. But for a score, I think I'll give this a really good rating of a 9 out of 10 for Echo, Silence, Patience, and Grace by Foo Fighters. It's a really enjoyable album. It has some mellow points in the album where I'm not sure if I like it or not, but it's still an enjoyable record, and I highly recommend you check it out if you haven't heard this Foo Fighters album, which it has the classic song The Pretender on it, so it's unavoidable to miss. But if you haven't checked out Foo Fighters' discography, definitely do that. They have a pretty good discography from the beginning of their career, and then going into the middle and towards the end of their career. Not towards the end of their career, because they're not done writing music, because they just made Medicine at Midnight about 9 days ago. So yeah, they're still gonna keep writing music and making songs. But comment below, let me know what you guys thought of the Marathon Studio album review I did for Foo Fighters, Echo, Silence, Patience, and Grace, if you've heard it. And if you like this Marathon Studio album review I did for Foo Fighters, Echo, Silence, Patience, and Grace, comment below and let me know your thoughts on it. Tap a like on this video if you liked it. Subscribe to my channel if you can support the channel. I actually do have the CD, but it wasn't my CD. It was my sister's husband's CD. But he gave it to me. And apparently the CD is kind of scratched and a little dirty. So I had to clean it. And it does have a crack on it too. So I'm like, I guess I'll have to get another copy of it. So I actually do have the CD. It's only the disc that I have for it. I don't have the cover for it, but I'm gonna definitely get another copy of it when I can. It's probably gonna be in March or April is when I'll get it. But I will be returning to you, I believe, tomorrow for another video, I think. I'm not sure what video I'm going to do, but I'm actually going to be writing another song, to be honest. It's going to be a political one. It's probably going to be the last political song I'm going to write for my new YouTube album, which I am deciding to drop in June or July of this year. There's no confirmed release date yet, but probably in March I may have a confirmed release date, because I'll still be writing more of the songs. Maybe sooner it'll come out, I don't know. It just depends on when I finish all 17 tracks, on writing them and recording the videos and me singing them. singing each song, and yeah, there's only 8 more songs I gotta write, and that'll be it. Which could take a bit to write, so I want to get this next song out of the way, and then another song a week or two after that. But I hope you did enjoy this album review I did for the 6th Marathon studio album I did for Foo Fighters, Echoes, Silence, Patience, and Grace. Definitely stay safe. Take care. I'm actually going to be doing the Wasting Light on Tuesday, so definitely tune in for that. And this coming up week, I'm going to finish the Foo Fighters discography marathon album review, so I'll definitely see you in my next video.